Hey guys, I decided it was time to incorporate my butterfly tutorial into a full wall hanging. I'm quite happy with how this one turned out. I really hope you enjoy it too. If you do, a quick like, comment, and subscribe really does help me out. Thanks so much. Let's get started. For this project you will need a 20-inch dowel, approximately 368 feet of 5.5mm super soft natural rope, and 2.25 meters of roving in each color, natural and London fog. You can find all these supplies and more on my website, lotsofknots.ca. Cut 2 pieces of 5.5mm rope, each piece is 4 feet in length. Set aside for now. Cut 30 pieces of 5.5mm rope, each piece is 12 feet in length. Fold each piece in half and attach your dowel using cow hitch knots, which is the reverse of a lark's head knot. Or you can attach using lark's head knots and then flip your work around. Row 1. Tie 15 square knots across your work. Row 2. Skip the first 2 cords and tie 14 alternating square knots across your work. Tie 3 more rows. For row 3, repeat row 1, row 4, repeat row 2, and row 5, repeat row 1. Row 6. Grab a filler cord and tie 1 row of double half hitch knots and half hitches along your work. The sequence is 2 double half hitch knots, 1 half hitch, 1 double half hitch knot, and repeat. Row 7. Repeat row 6, leaving a gap of about 2 inches in between row 6 and row 7. Grab 2.25 meters of natural wool roving and use sumac weave to add it to the gap in between rows 6 and 7. Fold the roving in half and bring the fold behind 10 cords and around, pulling the ends through the loop. Bring the top piece of roving in front of 10 cords and behind 5 as I do here. Put the top piece of roving over your dowel for now to get it out of the way so that you can thread the bottom piece through the cords using the same process. Repeat that process all the way across your work. Leave the ends for now, we will tuck them into the back of our work at the end of this tutorial. Underneath row 7, split your work into 3 sections of 20 cords each. We will make 3 butterflies, 1 per section. Follow along as I show you how to create the butterfly design. Use the cord on the left as your filler cord and tie 9 double half hitch knots to create the top of one of the butterfly's wings. Again, using the cord on the left as your filler cord, tie 9 double half hitch knots underneath the first row. Repeat that process on the right side of your work. Use the 2nd and 9th cords from the left to tie a square knot around the middle cords. Use the cord on the left as your filler cord and tie 8 double half hitch knots underneath the square knot. Repeat on the right side of your work. Tie a square knot with the 4 middle cords. Use the inside left cord as your filler cord and tie 9 double half hitch knots working down into the left. Use the 2nd and 9th cords from the left to tie a square knot around the middle cords. Use the current inside left cord as your filler cord and tie 9 double half hitch knots underneath the square knot. Repeat on the right side of your work. Create one more butterfly on the left and right sides of your work using the same process. Once complete, tie 2 more rows of double half hitch knots and half hitches underneath the butterflies using the same process as you did to tie the top 2 rows. Grab 2.25 meters of London fog roving and attach it in between the 2 rows using sumac weave, which is the same process that we used to add the natural roving. Here's what it should look like once complete. Now we will finish off the ends. I find it easiest and most secure to use glue, preferably hot glue. For each piece of roving, add a bit of glue to the inner section of the roving to attach it to the roving at the back of your work. For the filler cords, I like to add a dab of glue at the back of my work in between the last 2 half hitches to secure the knots in place, and then I cut off the filler cord just after the last knot. Trim the ends as you see fit. I trimmed mine about 12 inches down from the last row of double half hitch knots. Thanks so much for watching.